Like losing 800 damage there. It went from 3,620, right? Instead now, actually it's going to be off Lariats, it's easier at auto times. Instead, we get bonk, bonk. That is 2820. So that is an 800 damage dip, basically, right? Exactly, actually? Yeah, exactly. It's an 800 damage dip. That hurts. That is significant, right? That is a very big deal. But, oh well, what can you do? All right, folks, we are back for more Street Fighter 6 here. And something we don't, we haven't done for Street Fighter yet. Terry dropped, and surprisingly, I kind of thought it was going to be, Terry's here, and then we move on. But there are some seemingly minor patch notes, right? I've only so far looked at Geef, right? Spoiler alert, Geef, basically knee has been made -4 point blank, so it's punishable again. Not as much as it used to be. I think it used to be way more minus in Season 1. But they rolled that back slightly. That's a good change, I think. And Headbutt has gotten the change that I don't think I really like. Headbutt adds a lot of scaling to the combo. Initial scaling, and I think also combo scaling when used in a combo. And Headbutt, so basically combos with Headbutt will do a lot less damage. Most notably, Headbutt, Hell Stab, Lariat probably does a lot less than it used to. However, it's also +8 on hit now. So you don't have to do the Hell Stab link, which can be a little bit annoying sometimes. You can go Headbutt, Crouching Medium Punch. That sounds cool. But yeah, lowering Geef's strike damage, I'm not so sure I was, that's not really what I would have done. Again, I'm no expert, but it felt more so like the knee change, that's good. That move was dumb. I talked about it in a video at some point. Maybe more so like nerfing his approach options, his ways to get in, but keep him scary in your face. But whatever. So that's Geef. But I imagine there's, almost every character received balance or gameplay adjustments as well. So we'll take a look at that. Obviously, the big thing is Terry's here too. I've seen some, preliminary footage of Terry. He seems pretty good, right? Seems kind of like as we all expected, watching the character guide and the trailer and stuff. He seems pretty damn strong. But I do want to, So are there any gameplay universal changes, right? Drive impact bug fix. With some characters, the length of the standby block hitbox did not match that of the attack hitbox. So the standby I think standby block is like is that like proximity guards? I imagine it's basically like you're kind of like forced into a blocking animation for a little bit. Oh, let me change the stream title real quick. But yeah, so you're kind of like forced into a blocking animation for a bit when DI is nearby you. So I'm not sure if they changed that range a little bit to match a little bit better with what the actual DI looks like. But cool, a bug fix. I'm not, again, unfortunately for Street Fighter, I'm not quite as knowledgeable yet, anyways, as I am for Granblue. So I couldn't tell you if there's some weird secret, long-standing big sweeping effect this could have. I don't know. But sure. It's Luke, Kimberly, Chun-Li, DJ, and Aki. I'm not really sure what gathers those together, but fine. Fix an issue where receiving an opponent's attack would unintentionally change the properties of the drive impact for some characters. The affected characters and fixes are detailed below. Standby block hitbox will disappear from frames 1 to 17. Again, standby block, I'm not certain what that is, but I assume it's something like proximity guard or something like that, right? Fix an issue where the attack hitbox was shorter than normal for DJ and Blanca. The standby block hitbox was too short, and the range on attack after frame 2 was longer than intended. Interesting. Sure. Drive reversal expanded the throw hitbox forward, so normal throws that can connect as counterattacks when the drive reversal is blocked at close range. This change only affects DJ? So DJ's drive reversal is throwable on block now? Or am I misunderstanding this? The throw her box of only DJ is expanded forwards. So normal throws can connect as a counterattack when drive reversal is blocked at close. A punish counter, I assume, right? Weird. Okay, special move startup, modern controls, sure. Something about modern. Simple scaling would apply if a manual command is inputted during the dark screen transition of a super art. Okay, so yeah, sometimes you would get the nerf if you did the proper move there. Fine. Some bug fixes for the auto combos in modern. I don't know enough to tell you anything special about that. Serpent Lash, yeah, okay. Fix an issue that caused Aki to not gain more advantage frames on punish counter Toxic Blossom. Toxic Blossom is like her little poison effect, right? Wait, is this feels like that was... Let me only pull up, just to make sure, because some moves I don't know by name, by heart here. But Serpent Lash is her little, it's a little poison whip thing, right? This, sometimes this wouldn't get the extra effect. Is that what this means? It wouldn't get the extra effect from hitting when people were poisoned. Let me only put these kind of side by side here, right? Toxic Blossom or Serpent Lash is, yeah, it's this little whip thing, right? And it's the OD version, right? They're saying punch 2 punches. Of course, we'll go forward 2 punches. Not gain more advantage frames on punish counter Toxic Blossom. Weird. That feels like a really... If I'm understanding that correctly, it feels like a big bug, no? Like, if this didn't properly work when... I mean, probably this wasn't going to be what you use a lot of the time, but... Sure, okay. Akuma fixed an issue that allowed regular Go Hadokens to be formed while an Overdrive 1 was still on screen. Wait, really? He could, like, OD Fireball and then Fireball again? Well, because normally you can only have one Fireball on screen at one time, right? Akuma could have his OD Fireball on screen and then a regular Fireball on screen? That seems... I mean, I guess the OD one is really fast, right? So I'm not sure exactly what situations would set up for. If someone, like, jumped over it from full screen, you could Fireball again, maybe? Odd. Let's see. Lightning Beast, Electric Thunder. What has got that? I will say, yeah, the move names are a little bit past me here. Is that his? That's not his super, is it? No. Is it? Oh, it is. Yeah, yeah. It's his level 2. Quarter circle back, 2 punches. Or quarter circle. Oh, quarter circle back plus punch times 2. Yeah, double quarter circle back and punch. Got it. Cause Blanca Chain explosives to not detonate as an overdrive attack under certain circumstances when triggered by overdrive electric thunder. Okay, so yeah, sometimes the Blanca Chain, he could fireball then anti-area for jumping it. Yeah, I did not know he could do that. That seems, again, some of these bugs seem like kind of big, no? Like this is, you know, like normally these bug fixes are kind of minor, but like if you, yeah, fireballing and then fireballing again, or like this not working properly with the poison, that seems like kind of a big deal. Blanca Chain would not explode as an OD attack under certain circumstances when triggered by OD electric thunder. I guess probably the explosion of the Blanca Chain depends on what he uses to trigger it, right? Sure. Only the first attack of heavy 10 shell kicks being her down kicks, right? The anti-air. It caused a huge disadvantage for Chun-Li, so we increased the knockdown time for the opponent so they can't dish out a guaranteed comeback. Oh, okay. So if the first part, it will be a big deal, but it's Akuma, they'll be fine without it. Yeah, I mean, it'll still be good. I mean, that's like a big bug, right? That's actually like a meaningful bug fix, I think. So yeah, if only the first part of her heavy anti-air kick connects, it gets like a longer knockdown. So if you just like clip someone, you don't die for it. That seems fair. Her level 1 super on modern. It fixed an input reader issue, sure. And then, yeah, increased knockdown time when the first attack hits. We talked about that. Okay, cool. DJ, oh, wow. All right, hold on a second. I mean, DJ was one of the most nerfed characters in, like, the actual big Season 2 patch, right? So it looks like a bunch of things are different here. Let's see. He didn't receive many buffs, so we've made more... during the overall balance adjustment, the big Season 2 patch, right? He got a lot of nerfs. So we've made some more adjustments to him. His 3-beat combo... right? Light punch, medium kick, target combo, I suppose. Didn't have many uses, so we've reduced the distance after hits to leave opponents closer to DJ, so we can choose between following with a strike or a throw. Interesting. Is this, let me check a little bit here. You'll have to forgive me. Some things I'm not quite as familiar with. It's this one, right? It leaves you closer, so he can, like, he can probably stop it in the middle and, like, try and go for some strike throw pressure, I guess, right? Fine. Depending on the situation, you can now use it in conjunction with rolling Sobat. Yeah, okay. Score circle forward kick. Yeah, yeah. We improved Waning Moon. Oh god, there's the names are unfamiliar to me for a lot of them, and the inputs I don't play the characters enough to know to. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. It's a little kick you on top of the head thing there. Sure, the overhead. Out of this way. As players are not using it much as the other transition attacks, the regular version will now allow for follow-up attacks on punish counter. Oh, cool. He gets a combo on punish counter now. When blocked, it chips away more drive gauge. Okay. Giving it a different advantage than Funky Slicer. That's the low, right? It's a little low kick out of that. The overdrive version can also be followed up with a super art attack. Oh, interesting. This combined with super 1 art Sobat, yeah. That it's better on a mid-air opponent to allow them to score more damage while keeping on the offensive. Okay, so they buffed the overhead there to make it a little bit more useful, I suppose. And then back heavy kick is his anti-air, right? Face breaker. This is his, is it not? Yeah, it's like that's sort of his normal anti-air there. They changed this how? Slightly expanded the collision push box sideways when this attack lands a grounded counter hit or punish counter. The collision push box. The push box? I'm not entirely sure what this means actually. So it's like if it doesn't hit you, but it just like moves your model. This fix has been made to alleviate issues with special moves coming out in the wrong direction after the following combo. Face breaker, overdrive sway, overdrive, maximum strike, drive rush, face breaker. Really? Okay, sure. They made that combo more consistent. Again, kind of like it's good for DJ. Not entirely, I've never seen this happen, right? But sure. And then his auto combo. Change the second attack recovery from 18 to 20 frames. Oh, so it's more, they nerfed that, right? This second attack should be, if we go back to that target combo right there, right? It's -3 on block. It should be -5. So it should be punishable now, right? Increased knockback time on hit or block. Oh, never mind. Knockback time on hit or block? Is this block stun, basically? For the second attack by 2 frames? So they made it recover longer, but made it have more block stun as well, I imagine. So it should end up being the same. Reduce pushback on hits for the second attack. So this will mostly affect it. It'll be more punishable on whiff now, I guess. Assuming this is like block stun, if they're using a weird word for it here. Reduce pushback on hit for the second attack. Okay, sure. So it leaves you closer to them. Added 20% initial scaling to second attack. Okay, sure. Removed force stand property from second attack. Also, fine. Whatever you say. Delayed transition timing from second attack to the final attack by 2 frames. So you get like the cancel is later, I guess. Change block reaction for the second attack. Change the opponent's block reaction for the second attack. What the hell does this mean? There's a lot of terminology in here that I'm a little bit confused about. I'm not going to lie to you. It seems like... Change the opponent's block reaction. Weird. Change the final attack... So the final attack is 2 frames less now. No, okay, yeah, same thing. They're lowering the recovery, but also I think this knockback time, I think, is the block stun, right? Weird. Change hit stop to 11 frames. Yeah, I don't really see... This seems almost like... So there's... besides this right here, right? Reduce pushback on hit. Sure. But like, this seems like they just kind of like... side graded it? Besides that? Like it says here, right? They said it leaves them closer, so you can choose between strike or throw. Fine, yeah, that's this right here, right? But like these 2 lines, right? These 2 right here, and then these 2 right here. I'm not really sure what the point is here. It makes this one less punishable on whiff, and this one more punishable on whiff. But on block, I think it balances out, right? 2 extra frames here, 2 fewer frames here, and then 2 fewer frames here, but 2 extra frames here. I don't know. Sure, fine. I'm just gonna trust the main point of that is to leave it closer to them, so that DJ can strike or throw you. You're in throw range basically when you get hit by it. Fine. Jackknife maximum, that's the DP, right? The hitbox has been expanded downwards slightly and to hit mid-air attacks of a low profile when recovering. Oh, okay, cool. More reliable as an anti-air. And then yeah, it went from a full bar of drive gauge is 10,000 if you don't know, right? So this went from basically 40% of a drive bar to 60%. That's a pretty meaningful buff right there. And change hit effect on punish counter from knockdown to ground bound and added initial scaling of 30%. Really? That's a lot. I mean, it's he couldn't combo off it at all before, I guess. I guess this is so like if you know the combo he gets won't like kill you, but he can combo on it. Because you can't combo off this on normal hits anyway, right? I'm pretty sure. Waning Moon right here is not... Hold on a second, I'll find it. I'm blind, don't talk to me. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I mean... Well, it says +5 here. Oh, so out of the OD. Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay, out of the... So I guess before he couldn't do it at all, right? He couldn't combo at all. Now he gets a combo, but it's scaled heavily. Sure. And then yeah, the overdrive one. If it anti-airs, you get a ground bounce. You can combo off it. Sure. And then this gives you a sliding knockdown if you hit someone in midair. Better Oki, I presume. And then increase combo count upper limits. Yeah, so the whole juggle thing, right? I saw Broski put out a video about this, explaining how that works recently. Fine. Dhalsim. Again, yeah, he didn't get changed a lot. We made more changes to him. Interesting. Okay, so let's just see here. His Super Art 1 now deals recoverable damage whenever it's blocked. Oh, so it does like the gray damage, right? Weird, okay. When it's blocked? Dhalsim got some sauce? That's interesting. I mean, sure, I mean, I guess if you block his super, yeah, you get the gray health that goes away if you get hit or DI'd or something, right? But, like, if it gets blocked, he's usually, like, dead, no? We've changed things up so the amount of drive gauge reduction inflicted and his overall situation when the attack is blocked is better. So you can reduce your opponent's resources by getting to block the attack while increasing pressure for your next attack. Okay. I don't know about the auto combos. I'm not going to talk to you about them. Standing medium punch is even instead of -2. Heavy kick is more advantage on punish counter. Opens up new combos maybe, or just in general makes it easier to convert off of if you get like a weird hit on it. That's also, you know, a buff, obviously. The tip of the arm hurt box will no longer be hit by the opponent's cross-up attack. Jumping medium punch. Sorry, which one is this exactly? This is where I need to take another look. Thank God for super combo right here. So I assume the tip will not be hit by opponent's cross-up attack. Weird. Okay, so I'm sure this is something that's like a situation that happened a lot with how much distance it covered. But if you like, for example, if I jump over this move and I body splash it, I'll miss. If I hit right on the tip, I guess. It just doesn't get hit by cross-ups, the tip of the attack, sure. Nirvana Punch, reduced knockback distance from mid-air hits. What is Nirvana Punch, exactly? Again, a lot of the names are... Oh, gods. Yoga Fire, Yoga Flame, Yoga Teleport. Oh, no, they're not going to tell me. Yoga Inferno, Yoga Sunburst, Merciless Yoga. Oh, boy. Is it a command normal? It must be a command normal, right? Nirvana Punch, Nirvana Punch. Oh, it's this one. Okay, okay. Yeah. What's going on, new? Street Fighter 6 got a patch, so we're looking through that real quick. Okay, it's the big double arms. Got it. Reduced knockback distance from mid-air hits. So probably gets Oki off this now, or better Oki if he anti-airs with this. Sure. Yoga Flame. Okay, sure. The delay is more delayed now. Sure. You check Cammy already? No. We just got in here. We looked at yeah. Chun, Blanca, Akuma, Aki, and DJ. The only person I looked at in advance is Geef. Okay, sure. Let's go back to Dhalsim right here. Change recovery of the delayed version on block to -1. Okay. Change knockback time when the first attack hits from 20 to 24 frames. Again, I'm not really sure. Knockback time, I'm not really sure what that is. Like, is it untechable time? Or what exactly? Because this phrasing they're using here is a term I'm not really used to. But I'm assuming when it hits, I assume this is like the untechable time, basically. And when it blocks, it's block stun. Cammy didn't get anything? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's alphabetical. You're right, yeah. They didn't change everyone, I guess. Cammy's there in a good spot, I suppose. You're right, yeah. Blanca, Chun-Li should be right here, and she's not. Yeah, so no changes with Cammy. And, well, I mean, she's fine. She's strong. Okay, reduce pushback on hits for the first attack. Again, I imagine it helps with combos in some way. Remove the body hurt box that appears before the attack. Okay, harder to poke him out of it. And reduce the body hurt box that appears after the attack backwards. Okay. Just made it harder to hit him out of this in general. Got it. The other... Oh, this is his yoga... This is the... Hold on. God damn. This is this one, right? I think. Fix an issue where the opponent perfect parried this attack. Any technique performed after that would have the perfect parry scaling added to it until Dhalsim landed. What? If the opponent's perfect parried this attack, any technique performed after that would have the perfect parry scaling added to it until Dhalsim landed. Isn't that the point? Or is it like... Is this supposed to count as like a projectile or something? Sure. I'm not really sure what this means, to be honest with you. But fine. Yeah, so this is weird. This does gray health damage when you block it. 800 damage. That's not that much, but like... It does way more drive gauge. It does, well, I say way more drive gauge. 5,000 I think is half a bar, so it went from a quarter of a bar to a half a bar, but still. I mean, you parry this anyway, right? But... Yeah, I guess you just parry this anyway, right? You don't ever want to, even more so, you don't want to block this just about ever. And then... The recovery, it's 5 frames, sure. And it's only -10 on block now. Interesting. Increase pushback on block for light and medium versions. Change hurt box and heavy version from startup to the 3rd active frame. So like, increase pushback. So they're trying to make this unpunishable on block, or like hard to punish on block? They made it they made it 5 frames less, minus, right? -10, and made it push back further. And like, they want you to get people to block this, right? So they want them to use this in like block strings? Because otherwise, you can just parry it. Which is why I'm, so I guess... I wonder how far this pushback looks. It's live in game, right? So we can check, but... Interesting. The heavy kick buff allows Dhalsim to teleport behind you on counter and start a combo. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the plus 24 frames right here. Yeah, see, I mean, seems like you got some good buffs. I'm still... Oh, this Yoga Inferno one is interesting, though, right? Again, I assume they wanted to use this in, like, block strings. As, like, a chip damage thing in block strings or something? Because otherwise, I mean... I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Eds didn't change much, so we made some slight adjustments while maintaining his strengths and appeal. Most adjustments are to improve aspects of his game that are difficult to use. Okay. The light flicker was difficult to control after an opponent, so we've made adjustments to this. However, follow-ups have not been changed. We've also made adjustments to the amount of super art gauge Ed gains when using Super 2 in a combo. The attack didn't have as many different use cases as other supers that don't have invincibility, so we didn't add scaling to how much meter Ed could gain. Oh, I see. Okay, but yeah, basically this is like the dream combo, right? Yeah, they nerfed. They're trying to nerf the dream combo. I see. He gains too much meter on the You're Pissing Me Off into dream combo, right? So they added scaling to his meter gain. Sure. +3 to +4 on block for standing heavy kick. That sounds good. One more frame with his jumping heavy punch. Also sounds good. That sounds... It's you know, these kind of things can be like minor, but you know, could help out a lot. And I'm not sure if there's like some kind of certain like specific setup that this could really be good for, but these are just straight buffs, right? Jumping heavy kick increased the blowback time from a mid-air hit. Stream still under Grand Blue? I didn't think so. I thought I switched the... Oh, you're right. Wait, what? I thought I switched the category. Makes a lot of sense. My bad. There you go. Street Fighter 6. OBS lied to me. It said stream info updated successfully, and then it just didn't. What a funny time to be alive. But yeah. Thanks for the tip, Excellion. Increased blowback time from mid-air hits and decreased Ed's air time until landing when hitting the attack from a high jump position. So again, blowback time I assume is like untechable time. So maybe you can get like a combo if you air to air with this now. Decreased Ed's air time. Yeah, so this sounds like you can get like a combo if you air to air with this, which sounds good. That sounds, you know, again, it's all Ed buffs, which is, I mean, besides this, right? But like, that seems interesting because Ed was, I thought he was, you know, considered to be pretty good generally, but Psycho Blitz Light added pushback on block for Ed when the attack is blocked near the corner. This thing is unsafe, right? This is like the punchy, the kill rush. This thing's -5, no? So now if he does it in the corner, it's safe? Or, yeah, it's this, right? Yeah, this thing's -5 on block. So I guess if he does this in the corner, he gets sent further away. I'm not sure if this makes him unpunishable or if he makes him less punishable. Like only characters with really good or really big 4 or 5 frame buttons can hit him. And then extended the follow-up attack window on punish counter by 1 frame. Okay, fine. Easier. And then yeah, this, he gets 80% meter build on SA2. So I mean, lots of like kind of minor but seemingly nice buffs. And then a pretty big nerf to the meter gain in Super 2, right? Not sure if this is like overall, if that's like, you know, if Ed is like crying or whatever, but you got a lot of nice things and then one like small nice things and then one pretty major, because like Ed uses this thing all the goddamn time, right? Like Eds, especially like high level Eds, are like, you're pissing me off literally 20% of the time, 24/7 rather. So the 20% meter debuff is what I was trying to say there. Is going to be pretty significant, I think. Honda gets 1 change, his Super 2. Fix the pushback on hits for the headbutt and the attack hitbox during the slapping portions. So they're less likely to whiff midway through the... Wait, this used to... Really? Okay. It hits more consistently now, fine. And increased the knockdown time of the headbutt, but tweaked it so E-Honda cannot be counterattacked when the rest of the attack doesn't hit. So it's kind of similar to what they did with Chun's heavy Tensho kicks, right? It's like when like only the first part hits, right here. If only the first part hits for some reason, they you get knocked down for longer, so you don't get murdered for it. Same thing here. They can get more consistent overall, right? All right, Guile's Sonic Boom has a high use rate in the neutral. You don't say. I mean, yeah. Plus his loop combos made him superior when it came to meter gain. We've made adjustments to reduce the amount of super art and drive gauge he gains. Really? Medium Sonic Boom is weaker than other versions and made it and probably buffed it. Okay. So Sonic Boom gains half as much meter, and the medium version gains less meter. And the drive, yeah, and he gains half as much drive gauge back too. Interesting. Yeah, so the only when they say okay, so only light and heavy booms got the super arts changed by 300. This one only went down by 150, but they all got nerfed. None of them got buffed. And then all of them, the drive gauge gain gets nerfed by half. That's, I mean, one of the best things about Guile is just like how well he plays around with drive gauge, basically, right? Like he's forcing you to constantly be like either like blocking or parrying or mistiming your parries or something by switching up the booms, and he's gaining drive gauge and super gauge the whole time. So I mean, like those feel. This might not look like a lot, but these feel like Guile's real strong, right? He's still gonna be very strong, but that feels like it could be significant actually. Like one of his like best strengths, just like bullying your drive gauge, he's gonna be like a little bit worse at that. He does the same amount of drive gauge damage, right? But this combined with the parry buffs, kind of like tap parry being better against Boom after season 2, right? Like overall, his zoning game plan I think is gonna be a little bit worse, right? Jamie's Super Art 1 fixed an issue where damage would increase when first or second attack were counters. Really? Okay, sure. I guess technically a Jamie nerf is all that we really get here. Oh well, sorry Jamie fans. JP, real long. I mean, JP has been the most nerfed character in this game's history, right? So we'll see. JP's anti-air abilities were weakened with the Ed and Akuma updates that caused JP to become too restricted, so his crouching heavy punches anti-air capabilities have been improved. Really? Okay. It's not as strong as before. I mean, yeah, like this was too good before and they nerfed it. They kind of like, they're reverting it slightly. Got it. They can use it well if they react properly, sure. More combo routes than expected were no longer viable due to the adjustments made to his level 2. So we've made some adjustments to his standing medium kick and Bylina. I think that's like the little, like the overhead kick, right? Or is that, I forget what his forward heavy kick is. Let me see. It's, oh no, yeah, it's that thing. Yeah, it's the double kick, the launcher. Got it. To make up for this, there are now more consecutive hits than before, so new combo routes can be built. Okay, sure. And the spike, the adjustments are related to the adjustments made to the kick. If Triglav and the kick are used in regular combos, the value of the other attacks will decrease. So we've made adjustments to reduce the knockback only when they hit an opponent that's not in the air. Knockdown time is also adjusted, while the recovery difference on hit has not changed. Okay. Okay, well, medium kick, +3 now. Probably lets him cancel into more things, right? Because again, plus, like, this is not going to let you link into anything, right? It's basically Capcom saying, we're sorry, JP mains. Yeah. It's not going to let you link into anything new, but you probably can cancel into specials that wouldn't connect off this before. Crouching heavy punch, the little upwards cane, right? Added anti-air invincibility to the arm hurt box from the second active frame until the end of the attack's active frames. Okay. So again, trying to like, they're reverting it slightly. They're making it a little bit better. And the forward heavy kick, the launcher, increase the combo count upper limit of the first attack. So this will juggle from like deeper into combos now, I think, right? Yeah, and reduce the combo count additional value of the first. So yeah, it'll juggle deeper into combos, and it will add less to like the juggle counter, is my understanding, right? And then the spike, reduce blowback time on standing hit by 1 frame, and extended knockdown time on standing hit by 1 frame. I really don't understand what blowback time is, honestly. But I'm assuming that it basically keeps you closer to him, is how I'm trying to understand this. I think so, but blowback, I'm not really sure what blowback time means in this context. Because I thought it was like untechable time. But I guess you can't even tech in midair in this game anyway, right? So I don't. When I said that earlier, that was pretty... But it's also not how long the knockdown is, because that's, you know, they extended the knockdown time. I guess, I'm going to guess that basically how long you're in the air is 1 frame shorter, but how long you're on the ground is 1 frame longer. So like overall, like this move is still has the same plus frames, but it's like, you know, it got 1 frame of you getting launched, got taken away, and then got added to you being on the ground. Sure. Stierbog. This is this is the little, like the little cane explosion, is that right? Yeah. Quarter circle forward punch. Yeah. Expanded hitbox for the second attack, only for when the first attack hits. Again, consistency buffs, right? We've seen this in a couple different places. It'll be more, probably like people will fall out of this less often, sure. And then for the OD Torbalon, gods, these move names, man. Torbalon is, oh, okay, it's the ghost. It's the OD ghost. Removed a projectile collision hitbox that remained after the attack's active frames. So even after it was active, it still clashed, sure. And then the command grab, right? That's what Embrace is, right? Quarter circle back kicks. That's the command grab? Yeah. Changed immediate scaling from 25 to 10%. Okay. Yes, I mean, pretty much, except for this, which is like a bug fix, it's all buffs, right? A bunch of JP buffs that all seem... I mean, I still don't really understand what this does, but the rest of these seem good, right? They gave him more combo routes. Again, this probably is... You get better stuff off hits on this, probably, right? This what you... Things... You'll do more damage with this being used in combos. Though this is a command grab, right? You can't combo off this, can you? Maybe like with like level 2 or something. If you like level 2, if you command level 2 and then command grab or something like that. I'm not sure actually where this is used in combos, but I'm sure there's some reason for it. It's more damage if it does get used in one of them. So sure. Jerry got a change to one of her auto combos. I do not care. I don't know what to tell you. All right, Kimberly setting up plays with shuriken bombs. That's the spray cans, right? That is a spray cans. I think down punch. Yeah. But overall, bounce adjustments wound up impacting them heavily, reducing the return despite the heavy cost of using up a limited resource. Yes, it can. Okay. As such, we've reeled back their initial scaling. Oh, okay, sure. From 20 to 10%, yeah. So this gets more damage on the spray cans. Fine, yeah. A maybe minor buff to Kimberly, but a buff. That's fine. All right, Luke. Again, one of the more changed characters, right? One of the more nerfed characters. Let's see what they did here. Give me a sec here. Apologies. Had a little bit, a biscuit, something to drink there. All right. We have previously shortened the range of Luke's normal attacks. Understandable. His crouching medium punch, I know, was one of the big victims there. However, that had a much greater impact on his offensive capabilities than we anticipated. Okay. So. Okay. So basically, don't tell me they nerfed Ken. Ken, hold on. A, B, C, D, E, F. No, Ken's unchanged entirely. Ken he would be here, right? He'd be right in between Juri and Kimberly. So no, Ken's completely the same. Yeah, so I guess the moves aren't being made, like, they're not being made better again, but it's, at least this paragraph, right, is basically on hits, they knock back less distance. So basically, I guess Luke lost some combos because they made the hitboxes on his moves smaller, and they're giving them back to him, right? Is my guess. And then, yeah, and they've added a lot of damage scaling to things. Sure, we've given some of his parameters some boosts. Fine. Outlaw kick. Which one's outlaw kick again? Back heavy kick. Oh, that's the thing. That was his big combo starter before, right? That was Luke's like big drive rush combo starter before they nerfed that shit. Yeah, this thing. Yeah. It'll lower difficulty using it in combos. Okay. It became incredibly difficult to follow up with an attack unless you're able to form it immediately out of drive rush. Okay, yeah. So what happened exactly? His crouching light punch has less pushback on hits and on block. Okay. Crouching medium punch, less pushback on hits. Crouching light kick, less pushback on hit, less pushback on block. And then this increased inertia out of drive rush. Okay. So I guess it carries, like, it slides forward more, right? And then for the target combo, immediate scaling with the second attack removed. And okay, yeah. So a little bit more damage back onto Luke here, and then mostly, again, I assume this is like they wanted to, they nerfed the size of some of his hitboxes to make his, like, neutral control a little bit less dominant, right? But now they're just kind of giving back some combos that got taken away by that, I guess. Sure, yeah. Some moderate Luke apologists. That's fine. Again, Luke, I mean, Luke is, I think it was still good. And this is not, I don't think these are huge. I don't think these are huge buffs anyway. But it's something. Manol, auto combo. Who cares? Marissa, hurtbox during a bound. Like ground bounds, you know? It was changed to match that of other large characters. Is Ken still good? I mean, Ken is completely unchanged, right? There's no, so Ken, yeah. Ken was great, and he's still great, right? There's literally nothing different about Ken in this update. It's a small update, mostly. But yeah, sure. Bug fix with Marissa's bound hurtbox. And Bison's adjustments are bug fixes and weakening some moves that are difficult. This is scissor kick, right? Double knee press? Are they nerfing scissors? That'd be a good idea, but I didn't expect it, honestly. Yeah, they're nerfing. Okay, wow. They were pushed out, meaning the Bison was offering an advantage. We've reduced pushback on block. Oh, goddamn. By how much? Is this, like, always, like, because, like, the light scissors and the medium scissors are punishable, right? So are these just, like, always punishable now by everyone? Or it's still, like, if you space it out real well, can you, be, everyone is safe if you do it right, but is this, that's a good nerf. Thank God. That's a big nerf too. I feel like at least for a lot of the Bisons that I fought at my MR, again, about like 1400 MR, right? It's just scissor kick all day, every day, right? He's probably still good, but that's, the most brain dead thing about him got taken away. If you space it out, you can still be safe? Okay. But yeah, I guess you have to be more careful with your spacing now. It's punishable for more distances. Outside of, like, usually it was just like, the Bison had to basically be trying to kill themselves to get punishes on it earlier. That'll be really good for Geef too, because Geef had a pretty good, if you already had like a good punish on scissors, you probably have like a great punish now, right? Like SPD worked on it from most ranges, right? Geef Light SPD in particular, of course, it's 5 frames and it's huge, right? So I wonder if Geef can just about almost always SPD this now. I'm not certain. But yeah, that is the best change in this patch so far, I think. That is great. Fuck scissor kick. That thing is ridiculous. I think it's very good that thing is going to be a little bit worse now. To go along with this, his hurt box during recovery is now smaller. So while guaranteed punches will still hit, attacks with a long range can now hit Bison more effectively. Wait, what? His hurt box during his recovery is now smaller, but attacks with a long range can now hit Bison more effectively. Making it easier to take back your turn. That, like, this... See, it sounds like... This sounds like it's the opposite of this, right? This smaller hurt box means it'll be harder to punish him, but sure. Fine. Yeah, I think this is a translation error. Again, I think probably this is meant to be his hurt box during recovery. I'm not sure if his hurt box, if the pushback on block is smaller and his hurt box is bigger, then this is probably damn near always punishable now, right? The starting update fucking sucks. I don't know about all that. I mean, it's small, it's minor, right? But I mean, like, yo, they nerfed Scissor Kick, right? They added some like consistency issues, some consistency updates to a lot of characters, right? Some bug fixes, some like slight runbacks on some nerfs, right? It seems they nerfed Bison. I mean, yeah, he's really good, right? And Terry is busted. I mean, okay, I don't know about that. I haven't seen him in game yet, but like nerfing Bison is super justified, right? Especially Scissor Kick. This is like the best move in the game or something, right? So like this nerf makes a lot of goddamn sense. Bison, I don't know if he needs like a ton of other nerfs besides this, but I love this one. To go along with this, the hurt box during his recovery is now smaller. Yeah, sure, we talked about this. His drive reversal is moving forwards. Yeah, okay. They made his drive reversal a bit smaller. They nerfed Ken and Cammy? Yeah, that's a good point. Ken is totally out of the patch notes. Cammy's not there, right? Matter of fact, buff Bison? I don't know about all that. But yeah, it's definitely weird that Ken is not here at all, right? That's certainly interesting. Guile got nerfed too, which is interesting. Alright, Psycho Crusher with Psycho Mine, yeah. Fix an issue if you canceled level 3. Oh, okay, so it made it more consistent. Fine, yeah. The cancel that didn't work before has been taken away, I guess. And if it will get canceled mid-action if it collided with a projectile after... Okay, yeah, sure. So again, just some like bug fixes with this to make it more consistent. That's fine. The Psycho Crusher attack. Oh, yeah, charge back and then forward punch. Yeah. Fixed hurt box during burnout to match the normal version. Oh, really? The hurt box and burnout was different. Interesting. Previously, after the second attacks were perfect parried, whether or not the third attack triggered, the detonation was inconsistent when the third attack was blocked or normal drive parried. Now the detonation will only trigger if third attack hits. Okay. So there was some weirdities, some oddities with perfect parry there that don't exist anymore. Fine. I don't think I've run into this, but I haven't fought that much Bison. And then fix an issue where follow-up attacks after this attack had combo scaling added to them. Fix an issue where they... Okay, sure. Yeah. It wasn't supposed to scale. And then, okay, Scissor Kicks. Reduced body hitbox, hurt box on block for the second attack from the end of the active frames until mid-recovery. Interesting. Reduced pushback on block in line with the above hurt box reduction change. Oh, okay. Well, actually, I wonder... They nerfed Geef? Yeah, they nerfed Geef. One of the nerfs I like. One of the nerfs I think was a little bit silly, but yeah, they did nerf Geef. Reduce pushback on block in line with the above hurt box reduction change. Okay, so his hurt box is smaller from the end of the active frames until mid-recovery, not the end of recovery. And then they reduce the pushback on block. So actually, I wonder what this means exactly. So, because they say up here, guaranteed punches will still hit. Attacks with long reach can now hit Bison more effectively, making it easier to take back your turn. So, like a move that only reaches him... Like, if a move only reaches on the early active frames or something, it won't hit him? Or, like, it'll be worse at hitting him? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna choose to interpret both of these as the scissors are more punishable now, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they probably nerfed Geef because everyone hates, like, Japan especially complains about him a lot, right? Fix an issue where the first attack hit, but the second one didn't. The recovery would be the same as the move completely whiffed. Oh, really? Okay, sure. And then Devil's Reverse with Psycho Mine. Yeah, sure. And Psycho Crusher with Psycho Mine. Fix an issue where the Psycho Mine would remain embedded in opponents even though it had detonated? What the hell? You like keep bomb? Okay, yep, glad that's gone. Devil's Reverse OD. Expanded push box downwards after the first attack, and fix an issue that caused attacks after the second one to appear on the other side of the opponent. Fix an issue that caused attacks after the second one to appear on the other side. So it used to cross up when it shouldn't have. Fine. Back fist combo with Psycho Mine. Corsical back punch. This is just like the bomb placement, right? Yeah, that's the bomb placement. Fix an issue that resulted in Psycho Mine still detonating when the second attack missed after the first attack was perfect parried or... Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Because the second one's supposed to blow it up. So if the mine was on you and you perfect parry the first part, it would still blow up. I see. Sure. Seems like lots of weird bugs with perfect parry and the bomb that got fixed. And then back fists, yeah, the same thing, but it's OD. The detonation is 2 frames slower, and it makes it harder for it to whiff. Okay, yeah, it makes it more consistent again. Tweak the blowback on hit and knockback on block to limit different interactions according to the change above. Yeah, sure. Fix an issue that when they still detonated after perfect parry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it seems like perfect parry and the bomb were not working together properly, but a lot of those bugs got fixed. Fine. SA1. The timer would keep going. Okay, sure, fine. Yeah, so you could time out in like the middle of his super or something. I guess he can't anymore. That's good. And then SA2. The time stopped for longer than intended. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, okay, sure. And then fix an issue in training mode where wake-up reversals would not be performed properly after a super art 2 hits. Oh, okay, training mode bug. Yeah, I guess this stopping means that, like, you're not recovering drive gauge, you're not recovering burnout. Weird. Alright, I'm very interested. Did Rashid's level 2 get nerfed? Or are we still holding on to that one? Is that totally fine? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. The hurt box on his crouching light punch, crouching light attack for modern controls was smaller. Yep. Making it easier to use as an anti-air attack. Okay. They've increased the hurt box on his crouching light punch. That's fair. And then Nails Assault. What is this? Modern controls. Is this just like an auto combo he had, I guess? It's like an auto combo in Modern that they changed around slightly? What is Nails Assault? I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, it's a change for only Modern controls anyway, yeah. But regardless, his backdash, his collision punch box is smaller than the standing one from frame 1 to 15 of the technique. Okay, yeah, so they increase the size of his push box on backdash, sure, and then his light punch has a larger hurt box, so it's harder to anti-air with. Fine. Yeah, but Rashid basically totally unchanged, right? Still very good. Level 2 still crazy. Heavy Hashogeki for Ryu when he's got Denjin up. Fix an issue that resulted in a normal one instead of a Denjin one if a Hadouken was on screen. Oh, so if you had a Hadouken on screen and you had the buff up and you did a Hashogeki, you got a regular. Okay, yeah, it's weird. Again, I'm not really sure when you would see that, but okay. It's, I guess, only if someone jumps over it, right, is when it's going to happen. If someone jumps a fireball from very far away. Fine, little bug fix for Ryu. Yeah, and then Geef, I've already looked at this one, right? So this one, I can talk about this one with a little bit more knowledge than the others, right? But yeah. Knee is now punishable, point blank again. That's fair. I think that's a good change, right? It's -4. I think it used to be even more. I think in Season 1, I think it was even more minus. I think point blank, it was like medium punishable, right? If I remember correctly, but it's light punishable now. That's fair. That move was stupid, right? It being safe on block all the time was dumb. With no, like, you can still make this plus, by the way, by spacing it out, but it being safe on block all the time was dumb. It being plus on burnout all the time was dumb. It being plus out of drive rush all the time was dumb, right? Requiring some spacing, I think, is a good thing, right? Expanding the hurt box, that hurts, but, you know, apparently it was visually misleading, so fair, I guess. But yeah, it's still low crushes, that's good. Now, this I don't like as much, right? Headbutt added 25% initial scaling. And then in combos, it scales things more too, right? You get medium punch now instead of hell stabs. Like, the link is easier, but, like, this is not necessary, I don't think. Yes, Geef does Geef did a shit ton of strike damage post-patch, right? Headbutt, hell stab, lariats was like 3,000 damage. And, like, you know, multiple headbutts in a single combo or something, it's... like, but I don't think that was the problem. I don't think Geef being really scary when he's in your face was the problem. And he still is, by the way. I'm just saying, like, nerfing that seems wrong. This, like, nerfing brain-dead get-in options, like knee, right? That seems good. You know, nerf jumping medium kick, maybe. Nerf, make some of his buttons a little bit smaller, right? Or make him a little bit slower or something, so he has, like, a harder time playing footsies and getting in. I don't know. But when he's up close, I kind of liked that he was, like, terrifying, right? Again, he still is. Headbutt still has a ton of drive gauge damage. He still has all his drive gauge buffs, right? It's still going to do a lot of damage. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be like 2,000 instead of 3,000 damage or something now. I don't know, but he'll do less damage. He'll do a lot, right? But I just like not... I'm not saying Geef is like, oh, suddenly Geef's so bad or anything. I just like the philosophy of this nerf, I think I disagree with. But like, this technically makes headbutt better? I don't... Well... It makes it easier to get, right? But you're not going to get it off normal. It's going to be meaty anyway, right? I guess Drive Rush counter hits headbutts now always gets a second headbutt. Where it used to be you had to get a meaty with this, right? Now if you get a Drive Rush counter hit headbutts, but when's that gonna happen, right? But yeah, Drive Rush counter hits headbutts gives you another headbutt now. So that's something. But the like meaty setup where you can get Drive Rush headbutt guaranteed does less damage now. Because initial scaling and also combo scaling, right? So if you go Drive Rush, headbutt, Hell Stab, that combo's not gonna do a lot of damage at all, I don't think. At least not compared to what it used to. So, I like this nerf. I don't really like this nerf. But we'll see. We'll see how it feels in game. We'll see exactly how little damage Geef does now. I mean, I guess it is live. I'm gonna hop into game real quick here, YouTube. I'll be back. I'll pause the video because the patch is live, right? So I'll see how it feels. We can take a closer look at Geef here, since it is our character after all. All right, YouTube, welcome back. I want to test this out real quick. Again, I was saying this earlier, right? But again, I think headbutt, hell stab, lariat used to be, I think if I remember correctly, I think it was 2,970 damage pre-patch, right? So let's see exactly what it is now. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, honestly, that's a lot. That's not as meaningful of a nerf as I thought it was. I saw initial 25% scaling and I was like, oh no, but no, that's still a lot of damage, right? Like it went from being a medium SPD to a light SPD. Well, like, who cares, right? Because like light SPD is 2,500, right? So he lost 400 damage there. Medium is 20. I keep trying to dash against Grand Blue, but medium is 2,900, right? So it used to be more like a medium SPD, now it's a light. That's honestly still, that's pretty nice still. Does Hellstep do more than this, by the way? Yeah. Is 400 gonna bite you though? I mean, like, it's a nerf, but I'm saying like it's not as big of a deal as I thought. It's not. He's still like that is still a scary. Like, it's not just like, oh, suddenly Geef Strike is just not scary at all. Just like take it and why not, right? It is still, you can do Crouching Medium Punch. It is still better to do Hell Stab, though. It does more damage, right? I mean, on the bright side, this being +8 means that the Hell Stab link is a little bit easier now, right? You have one more frame. So, like, even if you don't want to do Medium Punch because it's less damage, you can get Hell Stab easier. So I'll take that. Okay, yeah. What I'm curious about, though, this, I can't remember exactly how much damage this did, but I want to see if it feels noticeably different. That feels a lot lower, right? So where it really hurts is actually the meaty headbutt setup, right? That feels a lot lower. That is 28 because this is where both of these are getting hits, right? It's the initial scaling and the combo scaling, right? Are both applying here. This did like a lot of damage pre-patch. I don't know exactly how much, but like doing headbutt, hell stab, lariat like this. This used to clear 3,000 by quite a bit actually. I wonder if I can find. I can't remember, man, but I can't remember the exact numbers. This used to do a shit ton of damage, though, and it does not anymore. It does. This does less than just hell stab, headbutt, lariat, or headbutt, hell stab, lariat. This used to do, right? Yeah, that hurts. That's actually like that feels like he lost like 800 or 900 damage there. I think. Now, was Drive Rush Media Headbutt too good? Just go look at one of your old videos. Yeah, but I'm not gonna have the training mode up, right? I'll have to also go find a clip where it happens, right? But I just know for a fact, looking at the health bar there, that they used to do a lot more damage. I can't remember exactly how much, but it feels like he lost, again, like a good, yeah, that feels like a good, like, 800-900 damage, I think, that got dropped there, right? So that hurts. But, oh well, right? It almost feels like that's not, it's still worth it to do that, because if they block it, it makes headbutt a true block string, which is still good for drive gauge, right? But that's where that headbutt nerf gets felt a lot, right? But, yeah, knee has 7 active frames, right? So you can still make it. Let's look at knee on block, the other thing, right? Yeah, so it's still safe from almost every distance, right? It is still more safe than it was last patch. It's just you can't do this anymore, right? That's punishable. Like even here, right? Oh, okay, no, sorry, it has to be a little bit further than that. Even like here, it should be. Oh, really? I guess the first hit, yeah, there you go. The first active frame is larger than I give me credit for, but still. Like, point blank knee is still, not very good. You can make a plus pretty easily still, right? Yeah, that's even right there. And like drive rush knee, if you do it badly, it'll be even on block. Which is, that definitely hurts a little bit, but again, it's probably a good idea. You have to actually try and space it out a little bit more now. You can still make this really plus if you space it out properly, right? You can still do something like that. Oh, okay. I'm trying to hit it as early as I can and get something good, but yeah, +5 right there, right? +4, yeah, something like that. I think so. It's -4, The really late active frames are a little bit, you know, it's a little bit impractical to hit with them, realistically, right? But yeah, something like +2 or +3 is probably about the best you can do, I think. Hold on, let's try and... +2. I think, yeah, +2 is probably about the best you can do. Because, like, the really late... well, the 7th... No, I guess, actually, no, that will make sense, right? Because, yeah, -4, and you're hitting 6 active frames later. So, yeah, if you go... +2 is the best you can do. Yeah, makes sense. So, yeah, you can get +5 or +6 on a drive rush pretty easily, right? And getting some kind of plus frames. You can still be pretty lazy on the space and get some kind of plus, so... So, yeah, the knee change is a good one. I like it. I think that's a good nerf. The headbutt nerf is not as big of a deal as I thought. Making headbutt hell stab easier is nice. This is where it hurts, though, right? Like, that... Ugh. I almost do want to like, fully complete this. I do want to go back and see if I can find the clip of me hitting that in training modes. But... Let me pause real quick. Let me go see. Hi, YouTube. I found the video. This is the video from, how long ago? A month ago, where I actually found this setup, right? So, this meaty, drive rush, headbutt, hell stab, lariat, right? Right there. As you can see. If you can't read that number, if it's too small, if it's grainy or something, that is 3,620 damage, right? So yeah, that is a much more, like, losing 800 damage there. It went from 3,620, right? Instead now, actually it's gonna be off lariats, it's easier at auto times. Instead, we get bonk, bonk. That is 2820. So that is an 800 damage dip, basically, right? Exactly, actually? Yeah, exactly. It's an 800 damage dip. That hurts. That is significant, right? That is a very big deal. But, oh well, what can you do? Again, this, I saw also in the videos, did exactly 2920 before. So this lost 400 damage. That is meaningful, but, you know, again, it's not quite as bad. Obviously, it's half as bad as what the other one lost, right? A lot of these... I mean, a lot of the combos that end in, like, EX Lariats into Super or something are going to be, like, less affected since most of the damage is coming from Super anyway. And there's always minimum scaling on critical arts regardless, right? And the level 3s, it's always, yeah. Half damage right that is the minimum, so. The really long combos, I guess, like, I wonder if, one other thing here, I wonder if, like, drive rush, like, punish counter headbutt. Because it used to be, you could do something like a DP punish, you could do something like this, right? Something like that. Right? And that, like, I think is also going to do a lot less now. Because, guys, like, the more headbutts are in a combo, the more the combo will scale, right? So, like, drive rush, headbutt, 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 hell stab, EX lariat. And then level 3. Hold on a second. Drive rush, headbutt, 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 hell stab, EX lariat, level 3, right? This will also do less damage than it used to. So, is this even more than the wheel kick punish at this point? Just barely. No, actually, is it? Because, like, this used to be a lot more damage than wheel kicking, right? For a DP. Wheel kick is 5,300? No, yeah, wheel kick is just more damage now. Yeah. So, like, I think this, I don't know if I'll call it the optimal punish, but this used to be a higher damage punish than wheel kick. It is not anymore, right? So, your DP punish should now just, you know, don't even spend the meter. Just do this. Just do the wheel kick into that. It's just straight up more damage. I mean, that's good, I guess, but... You can probably also, I mean, you probably also do, like just, like, one less headbutt or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, I mean, the headbutt damage nerfs, they hurt a little bit. They don't hurt a lot, they hurt a little bit. And again, I'm not quite so certain that they were necessary. I would, you know, the knee nerf, good. I would maybe nerf this thing. This thing is still really dumb, right? Maybe even, like, if you want to keep Geef having a good jump in, maybe this thing has, like, less frame advantage on hits. So, like, he basically always gets hell stab off this thing, right? I think, almost. Yeah, even really high up, it's +7. Yeah. So he basically always gets hell stab. I'm not even a Geef main, but they should have kept the knee move at -3. I kind of disagree. I think that the knee is dumb. Knee's stupid. Knee being unsafe at some distances is good. The headbutt nerf I don't like, right? The knee nerf I think is fair. I would have nerfed knee and this, probably, right? Either make this, like, make the hitbox smaller or make the reward lower. Okay, again, he always gets hell stab off this, right? So, like, you could lower the reward on this or make it riskier. Because, again, I think what you should nerf about Geef and what feels really strong about him right now, besides, like, you know, being a grappler, like being scary when it's in your face, which is, that should be the case, is he gets in a little bit too easily, I think, right? Good buttons, knee, good jumping buttons, right? Good footsies, big sweep, very big four-framer, like, good poking in general, right? So either make his poking a little bit worse, so he has a hard time in, like, the neutral, a harder time in the neutral. Make his jumping worse, so he can't cheat his way through neutral as easily, right? And nerf knee, which they did. But I don't know. This it's not the end of the world. I'm just not a super big fan of it, honestly. Again, yeah, losing 800 damage on that hurts a lot too, right? And I will say, at least, this is quality of life. Making this +8 now, right? I'm not sure if this opens up anything fancier, right? I mean, Drive Rush Headbutt is +12 now. I don't think it really matters. I don't think he has a 12 frame heavy or anything, does he? I don't think so. This is 13, right? I mean, Drive Rush counter hit headbutts will now always give you another headbutt. Like, right, because it'll be +14. But again, I'm not really sure that matters. I'm not even sure you want that a lot of the time now. Like, this barely does more damage, like adding the second headbutt. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if it being +8 opens anything up. Besides, I mean, you can do crouching medium punch, sure. But again, that's not, right? Hellstab is more damage. All it does, the only thing I really notice about this 8-frame buff here is that it makes it so the Hellstab link is easier. Which is, I drop this sometimes, so that's good. I've been more consistent about it lately, but it makes it easier, so that's fine. But yeah, okay. Oh, I mean, overall, with the Terry patch, minor patch, right? Minor patch, but I think I like a lot of the ideas in here. The people who got nerfed, I think, for the most part, I like the direction of them, besides this, right? There are characters who are missing from this patch, a little bit weird, right? Again, the fact that, like, you know, Ken's not here. I mean, Rashid is here, but he really isn't, right? Ken's not here. Cammy's not here, right? This nerf is great. I think this is probably the single best thing about the entire patch, is that Scissors is a little bit stupider, right? Akuma didn't really get nerfed in any meaningful way either. He got a bug fix, basically, about his fireball was, like, broken. He could have 2 fireballs on screen at once. That's a bug fix, sure, but he didn't get any real nerfs either, right? Like, I know it's a minor thing. It's a minor thing, right? And Akuma's still new. Still, well, I mean, Bison is newer, I guess, actually, isn't he? Yeah, it was Akuma and then Bison, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They're being patient, right? Yeah, it's a small patch. It's a small patch. The things they did nerf or buff, for the most part, I think make sense. There are some things they didn't touch, right? Which I'm sure they'll, except for Sim and Luke, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, JP got some interesting stuff too, but yeah, we'll see. And yeah, again, I said it a bunch already, but for Geef, great nerf. I get it, but I don't think I would have nerfed this. Oh well. Geef's still quite good, still quite strong, right? Again, for like headbutt is still a very scary move. It's not like one of the best things about headbutt, and one of the bigger changes they gave to Geef in the patch really is like it's on block is the problem, right? That right there. That's what makes headbutt like terrifying, even more than the damage on hits, right? So like that's still there. Like this thing still does that, and he still gains drive gauge back like a madman, right? So like Geef is still a drive gauge bully. He's still his command grabs are still horrifying. Obviously, his strike damage is still better than it used to be, right? Like he's still much better. Like this, like I don't mean to because I know people do him a lot, right? Geef is worse, but he's still really good, right? Let's not get it twisted. I'm just saying I would have nerfed him in different ways besides the headbutt nerf. That's it. Anyways, that is gonna do it from me. Yeah, stream. I might end a little bit early today. I'm not certain. I got some things I wanna take a look at here, and this feels like kind of like a natural ending point. Maybe we'll play like 30 minutes of ranked. We'll figure it out in a second here. But I want to kind of like figure out what I'm gonna do for Wall Brawl tomorrow too. But we'll see. For now, I'm just gonna send YouTube on their way. So hi YouTube, how's it going? Hope you're having a good time. Do you have any fits for Geef before you go? I don't have any of the cool skins. I don't have like the business goose or anything, if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, if you like the video, you know how it is, and I kind of like subscribes, comments, bells, all that good stuff. Helps out a lot. I also stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except Fridays, if you would like to come hang out. I also have a Discord if you want to join that. A great place to doom about your character, you know, or bloom about your character. Be happy about what they got in the patch, whatever you want, or just, you know, learn more about the game, or have a good community around you of people to talk to. But if you do join the Discord, I would encourage you to do so. But just be nice, or I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. Most importantly, I hope you had a great time hanging out today, as always. I know I sure did. Enjoying Street Fighter, enjoying the patch. I think overall, good patch. Small, but good patch, right? I think I like, again, just Scissor Kick being nerfed. Good patch, I think. But yeah, having a lot of fun with Street Fighter. Gonna be a lot more coming your way. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.